Your Mercedes has 17 functions that the dealership never demonstrated. The manual buries in fine print, and most owners discover completely by accident after years of ownership. These are not minor conveniences. Some of them change how the car drives, how it protects you, and how much you spend on maintenance every single year. Today we are revealing all 17. Stay until the end. The final function is the one that Mercedes engineers use on their own cars, and that almost nobody in the owner community knows exists. Let us get into it. Number 17. Close every window and the sunroof. Without getting back in the car. You're already inside your house. It starts raining. Your Mercedes is in the driveway with the sunroof open and every window cracked, and you are seriously considering getting dressed again. You do not have to. Hold the lock button on your key fob for approximately 3 seconds. Every window closes. The sunroof closes. The entire car seals itself while you stand in your socks, looking like a genius. This works on most Mercedes models from 2014 onward. According to Mercedes-Benz owner documentation, this function lives under convenience opening and closing in the digital manual, the section nobody reads because it is 240 pages long and formatted like a tax form. The dealer is not going to demonstrate this at delivery. The demonstration takes 10 seconds and there is no line item for it on the invoice. Kevin from Atlanta discovered it by accidentally holding the lock button too long in his garage. He called the dealership to report a malfunction. They charged him $40 for the diagnostic visit before a technician explained what he had done. $40 for pressing a button correctly. Up next, a setting that automatically repositions your seat, mirrors, and steering column the moment the ignition recognizes you. Number 16. Easy entry and exit mode. Getting into a Mercedes should not require the flexibility of a competitive gymnast. Some of it does not have to. Most Mercedes vehicles from 2017 onward include an easy entry and exit function that slides the seat back and tilts the steering wheel up when you shut off the engine. The car physically creates more space to exit. When you return and start the engine, everything moves back to your exact saved position. According to Mercedes-Benz ergonomic documentation, this function was designed to reduce lower back strain during entry and exit. You will not find that on a dealer's feature sheet because the dealer would rather sell you an optional lumbar massage upgrade for $600. Sandra from Phoenix spent 8 months paying $60 a month for chiropractor visits because her GLE aggravated her lower back. She discovered the easy entry setting in a software update email. It had been installed since the day she bought the car. She had spent approximately $60 per month on adjustments for a problem the car had already solved. The function lives in your comfort settings under getting in and out. It takes 90 seconds to activate and costs nothing to run. Just ahead, a compass display. Mercedes hides inside the instrument cluster, and a reason your dealer sometimes charges for navigation that the car already has built in. If you are learning something new here, subscribe now, because we cover these hidden functions and the money they save every single week. Number 15. The hidden compass in the instrument cluster. This one is quick and free, and your dealer almost certainly charged you for a navigation package that includes something this basic. Most Mercedes vehicles with the digital instrument cluster include a compass display that can be added to the main gauge view. It requires no navigation system and no data connection. It is a compass, technology that has existed since the 12th century, and Mercedes buried it in a settings menu. According to Mercedes-Benz digital display guides, the compass activates through the instrument cluster, display settings, customization view. It appears in the corner of your speedometer and updates in real time. James from Seattle paid $200 for a navigation activation fee on his certified pre-owned E-Class. The car already had navigation. The compass was already there. The fee was for a software unlock a technician applied in 4 minutes, for enabling something installed at the factory. Coming up, a lighting function that turns on automatically when you corner at night, and why most owners drive without it, because nobody showed them where the switch lives. Number 14. Cornering lights. Driving around a corner on a dark street is a different experience when your car actually lights the direction you are turning. Most Mercedes drivers do not have that experience because the cornering lights are turned off by default on delivery. Cornering lights activate the front fog lamps to illuminate the inside of a turn at low speeds, typically below 45 miles per hour. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, cornering light systems reduce nighttime intersection crashes by approximately 10% by illuminating pedestrians that standard headlights miss during the turning arc. The dealer benefits because it creates an optional lighting package sale. The lights are physically installed on most trim levels, the hardware is there. The feature is disabled in software until a dealer charges to turn it on, or until you find the adaptive headlight settings yourself and activate it in about 3 minutes. Terrence from Nashville almost struck a cyclist at an unlit intersection in his 2019 GLC. He found out about cornering lights from a forum post 3 weeks later. The lights were installed, the function was off. He activated them that evening. Coming up, a traffic sign recognition system that reads speed limits and stop signs in real time, and the math on how one avoided speeding ticket justifies learning this function immediately. Number 13. Traffic sign. Recognition. You know the feeling when you are certain the speed limit was 55 and the traffic camera on the pole apparently disagrees. Traffic sign recognition exists precisely for that moment. Mercedes traffic sign recognition reads speed limit signs and no entry signs using the forward camera, displaying them in your instrument cluster in real time. It keeps a live record of the current posted limit, so you always know exactly where you stand legally. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, speeding contributes to approximately 26% of all traffic fatalities. Beyond the safety argument, the average speeding fine in the United States sits around $245. One avoided ticket justifies 2 minutes spent learning this function. The dealer would prefer you subscribe to the real-time navigation speed data service, which renews annually. The passive sign recognition system requires no subscription. It reads physical signs with the forward camera already installed on your car. Maria from Chicago avoided a $200 fine on a stretch where the limit had dropped from 45 to 35. The sign registered on her cluster display in real time. She had already slowed before the speed camera confirmed it. Up next, a function that resets your own service reminder and the specific math on what dealers quietly collect when you do not know how to do this yourself. Number 12. The service reminder. Reset. Your dashboard says service is due. You pay $180 for an oil change. The reminder light is still on because the technician never cleared it. This happens more often than it should. You can reset the service reminder yourself through the instrument cluster menu. On most models from 2015 onward, navigate to service due in the main display settings and confirm. It takes under 2 minutes. No tools, no codes, no appointment. According to independent Mercedes service documentation, premature service visits triggered by non-reset reminders generate approximately $150 to $200 in unnecessary service revenue per occurrence. Across a vehicle's lifetime, this is a meaningful revenue stream built on a 90-second task that dealers simply do not perform consistently. David from Houston paid $170 for an oil change 7 weeks after his last one because the reminder light came on. The technician confirmed the oil was fine. The reminder had never been cleared from the previous visit. Just ahead, the full seat memory profile that stores far more than your seat position, and why the dealer version of this setup costs $300 for something you can configure yourself in about 10 minutes. Number 11. Full seat memory profile. Most Mercedes owners know the seat memory saves positions to the door buttons. What they do not know is that it also stores steering wheel height, reach, both mirror positions, and head restraint position. On newer vehicles, it even saves the ambient lighting color preference from your last drive. You can save multiple complete profiles, typically 2 to 3, and each activates from a single button press. The car reconfigures itself in approximately 8 seconds. Every adjustment, every preference, restored in the time it takes to fasten your seatbelt. According to Mercedes-Benz personalization documentation, the full profile capability covers 17 adjustable parameters on the 2023 S-Class and E-Class. Most owners sharing with a partner manually adjust 6 to 8 of these every time they switch, over an hour of fiddling per year in a car built not to require it. Patricia from Portland shared her 2023 C-Class with her husband. For 4 months, they manually adjusted mirrors, seat, and steering column every time they switched. Her dealer offered a personalization session for $300. A forum explained the same setup in a 4-minute video, free of charge. Up next, your Mercedes can start itself from your phone, from anywhere in the world. And the reason most owners have never used this is a single buried setting in an app they already downloaded and forgot about. Number 10. Remote start via the Mercedes Me app. The Mercedes Me app is installed on most new Mercedes vehicles. Most owners use it to check the fuel level and lock the doors remotely and nothing else. That is the automotive equivalent of buying a Swiss Army knife and using it as a bookmark. Remote engine start is available through the Mercedes Me app on compatible models from 2018 onward. You open the app, select remote start, set the duration, and the car starts. By the time you reach it, the interior is climate controlled and the windows are defrosted. In winter, this function alone justifies learning the entire app. According to Mercedes-Benz Connected Services documentation, Remote Start is included in the standard Mercedes Me Connect subscription for the first 3 years at no charge. Some dealers charge $200 to $400 to set this up for account registration that takes 8 minutes in the app. Marcus from Minneapolis paid $300 at his dealer to activate Mercedes Me services that were already active on his vehicle. He confirmed this when a friend walked him through the app setup in the dealership parking lot before he drove away. Coming up, a driver monitoring system that studies how you drive and tells you when your brain is no longer capable of doing it safely, and why this matters more than any feature on this list. Number 9. Attention Assist. This one is not about saving money. This one is about not becoming a highway fatality at 2 in the afternoon because your brain has been awake since 5 in the morning. Attention Assist analyzes over 70 steering parameters during the first 30 minutes to build a baseline of your specific driving behavior. After that, it continuously compares your current inputs against your own baseline. When it detects the micro corrections associated with fatigue, it displays a coffee cup symbol and recommends a rest break. According to the National Sleep Foundation, drowsy driving causes approximately 100,000 crashes per year in the United States and over 1,500 deaths. Attention Assist is a statistical intervention, not a gimmick. The system is active by default but can be inadvertently turned off during a settings reset or battery replacement. Check your driver assistance menu to confirm it is enabled. It costs nothing to run. The dealer has no financial incentive to confirm it is on at your service visit because confirming it generates zero service revenue. Linda from Denver had Attention Assist alert her on a 4-hour drive home from a ski trip. She pulled over at the next exit. She had not known it existed until it spoke to her. And yet, we move into something else that will shock you. Number 8. Active Parking Assist. Active Parking Assist does not drive the car into the space for you. You still control the speed. What it does is take over the steering wheel entirely and guide the car into a confirmed size parallel or perpendicular space while you operate only the accelerator and the brake. According to Mercedes-Benz driver assistance documentation, ultrasonic sensors scan both sides of the road as you drive past potential spaces at speeds below 22 miles per hour. When it finds a suitable gap, it notifies you. You engage the system, shift into reverse, and it steers. You control the pace. Robert from Boston Parallel parked his 2021 E-Class manually for 3 years on Boylston Street, occasionally grinding the curb. He found Active Parking Assist in his manual during a flight. He has used it 112 times since and describes the original 3 years as a personal failure. Up next, a built-in program that combines your seat heating, ventilation, massage, lighting, and audio into a coordinated system developed with actual sleep researchers. Number 7. The Energizing Comfort Program. Mercedes partnered with wellness researchers to build a program combining heated seats, massage, ambient lighting, fragrance, and audio into coordinated sessions designed to manage alertness on long drives. It is called Energizing Comfort, which sounds like a spa menu because it essentially is. There are 6 preset programs: vitality, warmth, freshness, joy, training, and well-being. Each adjusts multiple systems simultaneously over a timed period. Training, for example, cycles the seat ventilation and lumbar support through positions designed to keep blood circulating in the lower back during sustained highway driving. The dealer sells massaging seats, fragrance dispensers, and ventilated seat upgrades as separate items totaling $300 to $600. Energizing Comfort coordinates all of them as a software feature through the MBX menu, working with whatever hardware is already installed. Nothing additional to buy. Angela from Seattle owned her 2024 GLE for 11 months, used the seats and climate control and nothing else. Her teenager showed her the Energizing menu from a YouTube video. She describes it as the moment she felt personally betrayed by a car she loves. Up next, a camera system that sees what human eyes cannot at night, and how it detects a pedestrian in dark clothing 500 feet before your headlights could. Number 6. Night View Assist. Night View Assist uses an infrared camera to detect heat signatures from pedestrians and animals up to 500 feet ahead, well beyond standard headlights. Detected objects are highlighted on the instrument cluster display. The human eye detects a pedestrian in dark clothing at roughly 300 feet under low-beam headlights. Night View Assist extends that range by more than 60%. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, pedestrian fatalities account for over 75% of all pedestrian traffic deaths, despite representing a fraction of total miles traveled. On Night View Assist Plus models, the system places a highlight box around a detected pedestrian and issues an audible warning if your speed and trajectory suggest a collision risk. The system operates passively without any driver interaction. On most vehicles, it defaults to active. This feature is installed on many Mercedes vehicles as standard and is regularly skipped in dealer orientations, demonstrating it requires darkness and a pedestrian, neither available in a showroom at 2 in the afternoon. The dealer has no financial reason to ensure you use it. James from Dallas nearly struck a jogger on an unlit stretch in his 2022 S-Class. Night View Assist warned him before he could see the person. He had owned the car for 14 months without knowing it existed. The car had been watching the dark the entire time. Drop a comment below and tell us which of these functions your dealer has never mentioned. We read every single one. Number 5. The Pre-Safe System. This is the one that changes how you think about what a car actually does. Pre-Safe is a Mercedes active safety system that prepares the vehicle for an imminent collision in the fraction of a second before impact. When sensors detect an unavoidable crash, it simultaneously closes the windows, tensions the front seat belts to optimal position, moves the passenger seat to a more protective posture, and on models with active bolsters, inflates the side bolsters to center the occupant. According to Mercedes-Benz safety engineering documentation, pre-safe interventions complete in approximately 200 milliseconds. The average human reaction time to an unexpected event is around 250 milliseconds. The car responds before you can. This system is active by default, requires no activation, and most owners have no idea it exists. The only correct response to learning about it is to appreciate that someone engineered this at enormous cost, built it into every car as standard, and said nothing because there was nothing to sell. Up next, a mode that locks your car's most personal data away from anyone who borrows or services the vehicle, and what a valet driver actually has access to right now, tonight, without it. Number 4, valet mode and data privacy settings. Every time you hand your Mercedes to a valet or technician, they have access to your saved home address, address book, and recent call history. They can also see your fuel range, driving habits, and in some models, the door history showing where the car has been parked. Mercedes offers a privacy mode through the MBX system that restricts navigation history, communication access, and personal data visibility. It does not limit their ability to drive the car. It limits their ability to read yours. According to cybersecurity research published by the American Automobile Association, connected vehicles retain an average of 47 categories of personal data accessible through the infotainment system without any authentication. Valet mode addresses the most immediately accessible ones. On newer models, it combines with a restricted speed setting that caps maximum speed while valet mode is active. This function exists specifically because some valet drivers need encouragement to respect machinery they have been handed for $11 an hour. Christine from Los Angeles discovered her home address had been accessed in her navigation history after a dealer visit. She found the privacy settings 3 days later. She wished she had found them the day she drove off the lot. If this is saving you real money and real headaches, hit that like button right now. Number 3, Magic Body Control. This one has a name that sounds like it belongs on a late-night infomercial and a function that earns every syllable of it. Magic Body Control is Mercedes' camera-based active suspension system. A forward-facing stereo camera scans the road approximately 15 feet ahead and pre-adjusts each wheel's suspension independently to absorb the bump before the wheel reaches it. The car reads the road before it drives over it. According to Mercedes-Benz suspension engineering data, the camera processes road surface information at approximately 1,000 frames per second, and actuators respond in under 5 milliseconds. The result is improved comfort plus measurably better tire contact and braking consistency on uneven surfaces. Magic Body Control is available on the S-Class, GLS, and certain EQS models. On vehicles where it is installed, it operates silently without any driver input. Most owners notice the car rides extraordinarily well without understanding why. Owners who then drive an identical model without it notice the difference immediately. Gerald from Charlotte described driving over familiar potholes in his 2023 S-Class with Magic Body Control for the first time as surreal. He had paid for the system unknowingly in a package and only understood what he had when a mechanic mentioned it during a routine inspection. Up next, a live driving data monitor that displays cornering G-forces, power output, and lap timing in real time on your touchscreen. And yes, it is inside a car that some owners use exclusively for school runs. Number 2, AMG Performance Monitor and live driving data. If you own a Mercedes AMG or certain high specification models, your MBUX system contains a menu displaying live lateral G-force, longitudinal G-force, power output, torque delivery, and lap timing. This is the same data a racing engineer uses to analyze driver performance. It is sitting inside your navigation touchscreen. According to AMG Performance documentation, the Driving Performance Monitor was developed with the AMG Driving Academy to give street drivers the same feedback loop used in professional motorsport training. The system records sessions with hard-braking events, aggressive cornering, and high acceleration moments logged with timestamps for later review. Beyond the data display, the system stores session history showing maximum cornering loads, acceleration figures, and brake usage. Some owners use it to understand their driving habits. Others use it to justify track days to their accountants. Both are valid. Trevor from Miami had used exactly 3 features of his 2022 C63 AMG in 2 years of ownership. A track day instructor pointed him to the performance monitor. He described seeing his cornering G-forces in real time as the most expensive feeling-free feature his car has ever delivered. Up next, the function that costs nothing to use, requires no activation, and has quietly saved some Mercedes owners several $1,000s in service fees they were billed for a second time. Number 1, the digital service, history and transparency portal. This is not a button, this is not a menu option. This is a function at the intersection of your car, your Mercedes Me account, and your legal rights as a vehicle owner, and it is the one the dealership least wants you to know about. Every Mercedes with Mercedes Me Connect maintains a digital service record linked to the VIN. Oil changes, software updates, and inspections, recall completions, and interval resets are all logged. You can access this through your Mercedes-Me account anytime, without a dealer appointment. According to the Center for Auto Safety, unnecessary service upselling costs American car owners approximately $1 billion annually, with luxury vehicle owners disproportionately affected. The digital service record is a direct counter to this. It lets you verify exactly what has been done to your car and when, before you authorize any additional work. This matters when a service advisor tells you a service has not been done when the record shows it has. It also matters when a seller claims a full service history that the portal contradicts, and when you need to confirm every required interval was met before a warranty expires. Elaine from Philadelphia used her digital service record to dispute a $600 maintenance recommendation. The record showed the identical service had been performed 14 months earlier. The service advisor withdrew the recommendation. $600 stayed in Elaine's account. Mercedes built all 17 of these functions into your vehicle. The car closes its own windows, reads its own road, protects your body before a crash, and records its own history. The only variable in whether you benefit is whether you know it is there. Hey, thanks for watching. If you found these hidden Mercedes functions helpful, let us know in the comments. Want to see which hidden BMW functions most drivers also miss? Click on the left. I'll see you there.